What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy GlitcherBro23 here, back with another Rakim reaction. This is the last reaction to Rakim for 2021. We got the mystery. Who is God? Very interesting question. We really don't know a lot about him other than his name and, kind of how he was created. And also, not everyone in this world is religious or believes in this same type of God, So, I also found it very interesting when looking it up. This was the only track from from this album, The 18th Letter, that wasn't available on Spotify. I found that very interesting. So maybe it's because of a sample used in there. Who knows? But we finna check it out, man. If y'all guys want to see more from Rakim or Eric B. and Rakim, y'all know what to do by this point. Hit that like button if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Comment what you want to see next. Share your thoughts and opinions about the track and my reaction to it by the end of the video. You guys want to join Discord? Links in the description as always right now. For, I guess, the last few days of 2021 and going into 2022, we're covering one suggestion every single day that was given to me via my Discord. Want to join? Links in the description. But other than that, man, we got Eric B. and Rakim reaction into the day off, so stay tuned for that. But other than that, we finna just hear Rakim preach to us about who God is. Maybe he's referring to himself because he is the God MC. I don't know, man. Let's get into it.
If you can see, if you can solve the mystery, the answer revolves around your history. So carefully, I drop this degree, scientifically and realistically. If you can see, if you can solve the mystery, the answer revolves around your history. So carefully, I drop this degree, scientifically.
We had one mutual agreement before this reaction. And that was that you can stay over here on the desk as long as you didn't get in front of the camera. You could not care less, can you, Alvin? Here, come on. Pets, man. You love them. Sometimes they make you angry.
And realistically. In eternal blackness, in the midst of the darkest night, proteins and minerals exist within specks of light. Solids, liquids, and gases, and sparks of light within infinite lengths and widths and depths and heights. No beginning.
He is talking about the creation of humanity. He's already talking about specks and minerals within the ground, within the darkness, and how they created life as is. Oh my, he's a science teacher for this one. He's not a preacher. He's a science teacher on this one.
Within infinite lengths and widths and depths and heights, no beginning or ending. With 7 dimensions, enough space for more than 1,000,000 worlds and inventions. To travel through time, with enough room to be the wound of the most highest grapevine, which he will soon make shine. With intelligent elements, insight that he would gather. In the realms of relativity, electricity struck matter. Energies explode, he will load and keep releasing. Atoms by the millions, to the numbers increase until it was burning. He kept returning himself to the source. The hotter his thoughts, it gave the center more force. He gave birth to the sun, which would follow his laws, all caused by his mental intercourse. Who is God? If you can see, if you can solve the mystery, the answer revolves around your history. So carefully, I drop this degree, scientifically and realistically.
Dog, with Rakim, there's nothing for me to break down. Like, everything is just a learning experience, I feel like, and that's what makes Rakim great, man. He's one of the few MCs who, really, I think, teach the listener something new every time. Whether it be, if you're studying, how he writes his rhymes, or maybe you're just an average listener and just listening to what he has to say, what he brings to the table as a rapper. I think I think there's not really too much to say about Rakim that he hasn't said already or hasn't proven already. You know what I mean? And I'm just here for the ride, man. I'm just here just to listen to it, man. He's teaching me. He is a teacher to me, and I'm just a student. So, no, there's no interruptions. I'm just vibing with this, man.
He began to explain his craft, the master in the attic. He dealt with measurements, his language was mathematics. His theoretical wisdom of the numerical system, the complete number 9, which means born or existent. He gave birth to all planets, inorganic and organic. So you wouldn't take it for granted, they rotated,
He said he gave birth to planets inorganic and organic. Just the way he flipped that right there and made, dude, just the rhyme structure for Rakim is something I don't think anyone I listen to even comes close to, man.
which means born or existent. He gave birth to all planets, inorganic and organic. So you wouldn't take it for granted, they rotated their own distance.
All planets inorganic, organic. Come on, man. Just the little stuff. Gotta pay attention to.
So you wouldn't take it for granted, they rotated their own distance around the sun and fully submit to the existence of one.
So he's talking
and each
about how
one was
God
promised
created,
everlasting perfection.
like,
if each
the
one keeps
solar
spinning in
system
the
almost.
same direction to the east, and each speak the motion of peace and harmony, and each show devotion and teach the universes to come. The whole world must go according. Oh, your galaxies are mirage, your stars start falling. So stay in your orbit, maintain safe and sound like the planets. Your cipher remains perfectly round. If you can see if you can solve the myth.
So, in the first verse, he was kind of talking about maybe how Earth and some of the minerals were being formed by God. And in the second verse, he was just talking about how, like, the solar system was basically created, how it functions, how all the planets were formed, how they revolve around the sun but rotate on an axis, you know? So, very, very interesting stuff, man. This shit would have been very helpful back in, like, 6th grade science.
History, the answer revolves around your history. So carefully, I drop this degree, scientifically and realistically.
I absolutely love how he's flowing over this just beat. It's very calm and soothing, and you just hear every word.
From unconsciousness to consciousness, by knowledge and his wisdom, his response is this, a understanding, which is the best part. He picked the third planet where new forms of life will start. He
Talk about
pursued,
Earth.
show and prove every move in order. Back to the source, he let off his resources in the water. Climb his climax where the climate is at high degrees. Seas start to breathe deep in the darkest seas. And the plan is to lay in the clays to form land and expand, using the same clays to form man in his own image. Our origin begins in the east. Culture rise to free with the powers of peace. Dealing equality, nature's power.
He's talking about when Earth was formed, God came to the planet looking for equality and peace, you know, and obviously that's not something that, you know, that is relevant to today's world. That, like, there ain't no equality and peace, man. It's very sad. It's very sad. Let's see where Rakim goes with this, man. This is a track, honestly, like, if I could play it all the way through for you guys and y'all just see my reaction, I would, because there is, like, everything. There's nothing else that I can say that Rakim hasn't said in this track, man. Like, this is perfect. This is an experience.
Fan, using the same clays to born man in his own image. Our origin begins in the east. Culture rise to free with the powers of peace. Dealing equality, nature's policy is to be God. Build and destroy positively, born life like a law. And each one was given everlasting perfection. If each one keep living in the same direction, and life was life, and love was love. We went according by the laws of the worlds above. It showed us physically we can reach infinity, but mentally through the century we lost our identity. Life started ending.
Through the century, we lost our identity. Come on, man. Come the fuck on. Come on. If that ain't the realest shit you ever heard, I don't know what is.
He got tripe and started sinning, lost touch with the beginning. Now cipher stopped spinning, and what was once easy became confused and hard. Which brings us back to the mystic question: who is God? 66 trillion years since his face was shown. When the seventh angel appears, the mystery will be known. Check Revelations and Genesis, St. Luke and John. It even tells us we are gods in the Holy Quran. Wisdom, strength, and beauty, one of the meanings of God. G-O-D, you and me, go my R's to bar. Knowledge, wisdom, understanding, sun, moon, and star, man, woman, and child, and so is the law. If you can see, if you can.
Dude, what the oh my god. I've never just been like so quiet during a reaction in my life. Like, it wasn't that, because I was very impressed by this, but I was just so locked in by Rakim's flow and his his delivery, his storytelling, his delivery, his flow. I was locked in by everything. Like, I just did not want to ever pause this reaction. I just never wanted to, man. Like, and if I could get away with that on YouTube, I definitely would not pause this reaction. But I mean, holy smokes, Rakim is seriously on another level. He seriously is like he's on a plaque of his own, man. He's on a, like, what is it called? A pedestal of his own. He's on his own level, man. Ain't nobody, even my man Pac. I love Tupac. I love Eminem. I love Kendrick Lamar. But none of those dudes come close to Rakim. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Solve the mystery. The answer revolves around your history. So carefully,
all three of those guys look up to Rakim too. So it's fair statement. It's a fair statement.
If you can solve the mystery, the answer revolves around your history. So carefully, I drop this degree, scientifically and realistically. Bear witness to the law gave birth to all, for Allah was all, and therefore life itself. And the universe gave birth to man. The universe was man, and man was the universe. And the universe was always existent, and existence was life, and life was a law. And the law had no beginning because he is what always was. Rakim Allah. Peace. Now who is God?
I'm just down to believe that Rakim is. It makes sense why he's called the God MC, man. Like, I've never just been so in shock to where I am left, like, speechless. That's never happened before. Usually I go crazy and just, like, flip shit across the room. But, like, I've never been in such, like, shock by anyone to where I just didn't want to say anything. I just wanted to strictly listen to this. Like, this is a track, like, it would have been better off listening to than reacting to. No offense. But, that was incredible, man. If I could add that one on Spotify, I most definitely would. I think that, honestly, we haven't done a lot of just solo Rakim reactions. A lot of reactions we've done Rakim, he's been with Eric B. That was probably Rakim's best solo performance. And we've only done, I loved all three of them. The 18th letter and then the previous one. I forgot the name of the previous one, but I love the 18th letter track from this album. I absolutely do. Let me know what y'all thought about that, man. I'm, like, actually still shocked by this track. Hit that like if you want to see more from Rakim. Subscribe, comment, share. There's more people. If you want to join the Glitcher Gang, links in the description. We have an Eric B and Rakim reaction coming out later today, so stay tuned for that. Turn on the bell, get notified when that comes out. I'll see you guys there, though.